Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, August 14th. I'm Rochelle Metzger.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us this evening. Well, we have an update on the special session in Annapolis. The House of Delegates is moving to more generously compensate casinos for increased competition that would come from a new Prince George's site. That, according to the Washington Post. Under the alternative bill, casinos in Anne Arundel County and Baltimore would get millions more in relief than legislation proposed by the governor and passed last week by the Senate. Analysts estimate that O'Malley's proposal would net the state about $200 million a year once a Prince George's facility opens in mid-2016. With the House changes, the net revenue to the state would initially drop by about $30 million. Well, a coalition of labor unions from minority-owned businesses in Prince George's wants voters to get the final say on an expanded gaming plan in Maryland. The group says jobs, economic development, and tax revenue will be lost if the legislation is not approved during the special session.
This piece of legislation is one of the best pieces of legislation to come forward because it is not only a piece of legislation that gives us jobs at National Harbor. It is the ancillary and ripple effect that it will have throughout the regions as other businesses begin to develop. So we should not only be thinking about gaming, we need to be thinking about a broader issue and much broader benefits that will take place in the surrounding areas of Washington, D.C.
The Peterson's company, the development has given us the opportunities to hire over 100 Prince George's County residents, and I think that moving forward with this project will give us the opportunities and other companies such as mine to hire more residents from the area, not only Prince George's County, but across the river in Alexandria, Virginia, and the general vicinity.
And the House reconvened at 2 this afternoon to discuss the issue. The Senate is scheduled to meet at 7 this evening.
A local firefighter is injured after battling a house fire in Fort Washington, the second blaze to ravage the home in 3 days. Sunday evening, officials say a barbecue grill caused a home to catch fire in the 12,100 block of Lahu Court, displacing the family and causing $5,000 in damage. Then around 11 this morning, Prince George's fire crews were called back to the residence for a report of another fire on the second floor. Ironically, the owner of the home is a former District of Columbia fire chief.
They had heavy fire conditions on the second floor in the area of the bedrooms. Additional apparatus and staffing were called for, and the fire took us about 30 to 45 minutes to completely extinguish. One firefighter did sustain a minor burn injury to his leg. He has been transported to a burn unit where we anticipate he will be treated and released.
We are waiting for the fire investigators to complete their job, and then I'll know exactly what took place in the top floor as it burned out.
The cause of today's fire remains under investigation. At this point, officials do not suspect foul play and believe the blaze may be related to the ongoing cleanup efforts at the residence. Well, some tragic news out of Chevrolet. A woman is dead after a fire in Landover. The incident occurred Monday at 4 p.m. in the 6300 block of Landover Road. When firefighters arrived, they found the victim unconscious in her bedroom. CTV spoke with a neighbor who did not want to be identified.
And when I woke up, I looked out the window. All I could see was a gush of fire smoke. The fire department was tearing out the windows, and I just came out on the balcony. I didn't come outside. I just came on the balcony. My heart goes out to her family. It's just tragic, just terrible, really terrible.
The victim's identity is not being released pending an autopsy.
There has been a bit of a shakeup at the Riverdale Fire and EMS station. Officials say they will now reassign staff between 2 neighboring stations in Riverdale. 4 career firefighters will work out of the all-volunteer fire station in Riverdale Heights. The move comes due to conflicts between the 2 groups. CTV reached out to officials for comment, and they declined, citing personnel issues. A report released Monday states Riverdale Heights has a 31.1% response rate, which is the lowest in the county. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Rochelle Metzger.